You know, that continent is just flooded with exploitation.
It's stunningly beautiful. We were doing a story about ape trafficking, and it really is. It's the second largest country in Africa in terms of land, and it's got the most beautiful parks and rivers. It's stunning. It could be, a huge tourism destination. We had the opportunity of hiking up this Kahuzi Viega National Park that leads up to the gorillas, where we saw gorillas in the wild, and it was beautiful, beautiful, stunningly beautiful.
Who is trafficking in apes?
Well, a lot of them are ending up in the Arabian Gulf and in Dubai again.
What do they do with them?
They put them in private zoos that they then charge visitors to come and see. They put them in private homes, people that want to have exotic pets in their house.
Someone has a gorilla in their house?
Oh, they do. Gorillas go for $500,000 or more. It is crazy gorilla that they catch in the wild. And the sad part about it is that to be able to catch that gorilla, they then, and the same thing with chimpanzees, they have to kill the whole family because, they're very social and...
Baby apes being stolen for pets.
Yeah.
Little's being done to stop it.
Yeah.
$550,000
For baby
trade
gorillas.
ban for African great apes in China, Middle East, and Pakistan.
Yeah.
Wow. So they have to kill the whole family?
They kill the whole family, Joe. It's horrible. And the sad thing...
Why do they have to kill the whole family?
Because, for example, if baby chimps, you can't carry your live chimp, for example, because they're too dangerous. And so it's the Batwa pygmies. We did the whole chain of who hunts them, who kills them, who transports them, and then who buys them. And we started in the park with the Batwa pygmies. You had a guest that I remember when I was doing research for this story I listened to. Didn't you have a guest
Justin
here
Wren.
who talked?
Yeah,
who did
Fight
a story
for the
about
Forgotten.
that?
Yeah.
So the pygmies, they've sort of lost their home, which is the forest. The Congolese government says they can't be there, and they have no money and no schools and no education and nothing. Desperate situations. So these people come out and say, if you get us a baby chimp, we'll pay you $10. $10 for a baby chimp. And they go out, and the problem with baby chimps is that until they're 5 years old, they live at the hip of the mother, like always next to the mother. It's the way their family is. And so to be able to take and kidnap the child, they have to kill the whole family because the estimate, the average is like 10 chimps have to be killed in order to be able to take away one baby.
Because they'll attack?
Because they'll attack, yeah. They won't let you leave with a baby. Yeah, it's very, very sad. So we're talking to these guys who have done this.
How much of a market is there? Like how many are they trading?
There's lots being sold. So we then went online and did this whole investigation and found that it's actually super easy. There are people online that you can reach out to and they will get you a chimpanzee or a baby gorilla. It's crazy. And then they're transported in sometimes private planes to these places. And then, tourists in Dubai can take photos with little baby chimps.
Jesus Christ.
Or baby gorillas. Yeah.
I'm sure you know about that lady in Connecticut that had a full-grown chimpanzee in her home, and then her friend came over, and the chimp decided it didn't like her friend, so he ripped her face off, just tore her apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're ruthless.
They are. You shouldn't have one in your home.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And you're not going to stop them unless you shoot them. They're just so powerful. There's not a damn thing you can do to stop them from ripping your face off.
Right. Yeah. It's the Doc Antle of it all. Remember Doc Antle, Tiger King?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
A lot of them, it's basically people around the world wanting to be Doc Antle and having like a private safari that celebrities come to.
What a bizarre need. A bizarre want of a bunch of locked up exotic primates in cages that you can just stare at.
But also what a bizarre need it is that we want to take photos and selfies with tigers and apes. Like, why?
When they go and they kidnap these chimpanzees and kill their families, is there anything that's being done to stop this? Are there like organizations that go out and police? Is there anything?
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of organizations. We spent time with one called Conserve Congo. It's a local Congolese man who's trying to sort of investigate and stop it. We also spent one of the best days of filming was spent when we went to see the gorillas. We spent time with these park rangers This guy is incredible, who's basically devoted his life to trying to protect these gorillas. So they go out with AK-47s every day up in the mountains and go up and spend time with this family or these families of gorillas to try and make sure that no one is coming and hurting them. But it's really dangerous work. It takes resources. The hope is that they can sort of turn a little bit of this area of the Congo to what has Rwanda nowadays. You can go to Rwanda and you can go to Uganda and see gorillas, and as tourists you can pay a lot of money, but it provides jobs and helps the local economy. So it basically, the idea is that you dissuade poachers from coming in, right? And you give up jobs to people who would otherwise perhaps become poachers. And so, yeah, that's being done. And yeah, it was actually incredible when we spent, I don't know, like 3 hours hiking through very thick jungle. And then suddenly, and you're seeing the signs that the gorillas are there. You're seeing their poop is there. They nested here, and he's telling us along the way, but you're still unsure if you're actually going to see a gorilla. And suddenly they're completely nonchalant. They say, "Oh, it's right here." And I was like, "What?" And there's this huge silverback gorilla just sitting there, and the whole family is there. They had had a baby. The mother had had a baby just the week before, and this is animals that are being pushed to the brink of extinction. So it was really special. It was a week of celebration at the park. And we saw the little baby. And there was a moment that we're filming, and my producer and my team is like next to me, and then another huge gorilla comes jumping and brushes right by them.
So they don't bother people at all?
No. So I think that they have to become used to the presence of humans. So a lot of the park ranger's job is actually to get them to get used to presence with the hope that they can bring in tourism again. So I think that's part of what they do. So this family of gorillas was used to people, and they don't bother you at all. And we were this distance from the gorilla, me to you. And
what
I was just looking
country
at
are
them.
the traffickers coming from?
Most of them, the hunters, are from the Congo. They're the pygmies, the Batwa pygmies. The middlemen are Congolese men that see an opportunity. And then the buyers, which is the problem always lies on demand, right, are from the Gulf countries, the majority of them. But, it's not very different from all the other trades and the tigers that you can see at Doc Hansel's facility and all those others. So we blame ourselves as well here. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
People are so weird.
Right.